We can keep using animals for food and destroy our health and the world, or we can wake the fuck up. I am so nervous about filming this video. I am sweating. Hey lovely bunch, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing amazing. As you can tell by the title of this video, it's going to be a different kind of video that I've done on my channel. I have been on and off wanting to film this video for a while now. If you would like to hear why I went vegan and hear a lot of things that I have learned through going vegan, then please keep on watching. So you might have noticed that I haven't been uploading on my Instagram very much or on here very much for the past 2 to 3 weeks, and that is purely because, as you guys might have known if you follow me on Instagram and watch my Instagram stories, I have gone vegan recently, and it's something that I've actually turned really passionate about, and it has shocked me. I'm sure it has shocked a few of my family members or my boyfriend. I feel really passionate about it now that I've done more research. So if you guys watched my 5k run at the end of that video, it was the end of December, beginning of January, that I said that I went vegetarian. So I was vegetarian for a couple of weeks, and I slowly was looking into the vegan side of things, because I thought, if I'm cutting out meat, that's amazing to begin with, and the amount of animals that I'm saving. But when you look further and further and deeper into the dairy industry, animal agriculture in a whole, it is hugely mind-blowing and it's hugely eye-opening. So I was watching all the documentaries that they say to watch, just to recommend to you guys. So I will list them below if you want to check them out. So I think the first one that I watched was Cowspiracy. That was amazing. It blew my mind. Then I watched What the Health, and then I watched Forks Over Knives, and then I watched Earthlings. And Earthlings was the one that I would recommend to watch first. If you wanted to watch any of them, I would definitely recommend to watch Earthlings, because if you're an animal lover, be prepared to watch the horrific stuff, but don't be naive or put your head in the sand about it. It is good to knowledge yourself and see it yourself on what they do and how they treat these animals. And I was crying through the whole thing. I had a massive headache after it, and yeah, it was hugely eye-opening. And I think at this point when I was watching Earthlings, I was already vegan, but it just reassured me that I was doing the right thing. And then another one that I would recommend to watch is The Best Speech You Will Ever Hear, and that's by a gentleman called Gary. He's an animal activist for years. He has been to jail on the amount of stuff that he has done to try and help bring awareness about how people are treating animals and that it's not right. And it was literally the best speech that I had ever listened to. If only someone sent me that in 2010, I probably would have been on this journey a lot longer. So I definitely recommend watching all that I've said. I would list them below if you want to check them out. The one thing that I love about since being vegan, I have fallen in love with cooking. I love that I can invent and make my own recipes on everything. It really has given me that passion of cooking again, and that is one of the benefits that I've really felt. I'm eating a lot more vegetables, I'm eating more fruit than I used to. The more and more you look into veganism and why people went vegan, and you realise that eating meat and having dairy and having eggs isn't sustainable for years and years and years and years to come, but having a plant-based diet is sustainable, and it has many benefits. It has benefits for you, it has benefits for animals, it has benefits for the environment, it has benefits for the rainforest, it even has benefits for other people. If everyone stopped eating meat or reduced how much they ate meat and went to a plant-based diet or more of a plant-based diet, we could even end world hunger. Going back to the best speech you will ever hear, the guy Gary speaks about why we first ate meat, and the only reason why I ever had meat. That's what I grew up with. That's all I've known. The feeling and the power that it gives you when you take a step back and you realise that you are your own person, you can have your own views, you can have your own opinions, you're no longer brainwashed or led from what your parents brought you up on and what their parents brought them up on. But if we take a step back and actually think, why do we eat meat? Okay, it tastes good, but there are so many vegan replacements for everything that it is no excuse, and it's better for you. It's got no steroids in it, no antibiotics in it, and you can't get cholesterol from plants. The only reason why people have high cholesterol is because they eat meat. If you go to a plant-based diet, your cholesterol will go down. So yeah, that's the only reason why I ever ate meat, is because that's what I was taught from a young age. That's what I grew up on. I'm not trying to shove it down people's throats. I get it when people get put off by the angry vegans. I completely get it, but I also understand why vegans do get frustrated with people, because they can't see the bigger picture. They can't. And if I can come out of a very traditional, opinionated family who was raised with point-to-point horse racing, fox hunting, deer hunting, etc. If you can take a step back and realise, actually, that's what I grew up in, that's not right. I never agreed on point to point, I never liked it, and fox hunting I never agreed with. So if someone like me can come out of the bubble that I grew up in and take a step back and actually think, actually, I don't need to believe and do everything that my parents say is right. Like I said, I'm not trying to force this down your throat. I am only trying to help people understand why I've gone vegan, because if you know me personally, you would know that I was probably the biggest meat eater going. I loved going to Nando's, McDonald's, having a steak. I loved all of it. But until you open your mind and actually understand where the meat comes from. I remember at Christmas, and the one thing that I think triggered in my mind, and it sounds so stupid, but the one thing that triggered my mind is I was following Lucy Watson on Instagram, and she shared a Daily Mail post about people suing, I think it was Tesco's or Sainsbury's or someone, because their turkey was mouldy inside for Christmas. And she captioned it when she shared it on her Instagram story, "What do you expect when you're eating a dead animal carcass?" And that literally lit a light bulb in my head. Like, I'm not thick, I knew where animals come from. I knew a steak was a cow. Didn't understand almost that actually this is a dead animal. So I understood where beef, I understood where pork come from, but I just didn't put it in my head that it is actually a dead animal. And it sounds stupid, but that post that Lucy Watson put on her Instagram literally triggered something in my brain, and that's why I went vegetarian and now vegan. So my overall experience going vegan has been amazing. I do not miss meat at all. I still drink milk. I am on soya milk now. I still have cheese. I have cheese, I think it's from coconut milk that I get from Sainsbury's. I literally probably more than what I have ever eaten since going vegan, but it's more goodness, it's more vegetables, it's more fruit, it's more whole food. I just want to share why I went vegan, and I hopefully want to inspire people to go vegan more. I'm not going to try and shove it down people's throats. I'm only saying my opinions and what I've learned since going vegan and the benefits that I've had. So if tomorrow everyone went vegan, 250 billion animals will be saved every year. 250 billion animals a year Rainforest deforestation would reduce by 90%. Antibiotic resistance would reduce by 75%. Climate change would be reduced by 45%. Heart disease, obesity, type 2 diabetes, and most cancers would be reduced by 50%. We can keep using animals for food and destroy our health and the world, or we can wake the fuck up. So if this has reached a kind of different audience than what my channel is used to, I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and please subscribe to the channel before you leave if you did enjoy this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.